Welcome to Nobles Channel and round 2 of the semifinals of Champion of the Jeep, Year 2 edition. Today we have the second group of 4 games that have beaten out all the other games in the bracket so far and advanced all the way to the semifinals. These 4 games are The Adventures of Elena Temple, One Person Story, Him and Her, and Battle Sloths. These 4 games will fight out today to see who will advance to the finals and perhaps one day wear the crown of Champion of the Jeep. The first qualifying game is The Adventures of Elena Temple. This game is a throwback to the very early PC retro platformers that let you play it on a variety of emulated systems, all giving it a different retro feel. All the playable systems are made up to fit with a fictional narrative of how this game came to be, so they have titles like Some Toy for Game Boy or Maple for Apple, but they all play exactly the same, just different styles. The game itself, though, is a one-room platformer where you try to find your way through a maze of levels, collecting treasures and killing snakes and scorpions all along the way. It's a very one-dimensional game when it comes to enjoyment. However, this game was also created by a one-man team, so despite its shortcomings, I also really liked the game. The second qualifying game is One Person Story, and it's possibly the most relaxing game I have ever played. You have this soft piano music and this soothing narrative voice guiding through each level, where the goal is simply to get the ball from one side of the level to the other side. Each level has puzzles to solve to make this happen, but the cool part is all the puzzles are related back to real-world personal issues that everyone has gone through. The game is almost like an interactive self-help book. The game will only last a couple of hours max, but even when done, I found myself wanting to go back and play the game more. The third qualifying game is Him and Her. This game is extremely simple in both story and gameplay. Your whole goal here is just simply to find your girlfriend in every level and save her. As you traverse the level, you have to avoid falling or hitting the spikes, but the unique thing is that you can walk up the walls and it rotates the level when you do so. This makes a simple platformer more of a puzzle platformer, and it adds a lot to the experience. The graphics fit the style of the game, but this and the game as a whole, they do get a bit old before one finishes all the levels. The fourth qualifying game is Battle Sloths, and this is a fantastic game. You play as your choice of a mutated sloth and you fight against your friends in a variety of mini games to become the slothiest of all sloths. You have battles where you mowed them down, sliced them up with lightsabers, and so many more options. The single player mode, it is a bit lacking on this game. However, the multiplayer modes are all a blast to have and can take up hours of free time. So round 2 of the semifinals is coming to a close. We have 2 games that, despite having aspects I enjoy, are really too shallow to be considered. And in 2 games that I really enjoyed and got hours of entertainment out of. Both One Person Story and Battle Sloths, despite being totally different games, are amazing experiences. One is incredibly relaxing and makes you think about life, while the other is able to take up hours of just pure fun with friends. But only one of these games can advance, so as much as I hate to leave One Person Story behind, I'm going to have to do that and let Battle Sloths advance. Both are fantastic games, however, I put more hours into Battle Sloths, and there will be many more hours to follow. It's just a really fun game with a great charm and a nod to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a childhood classic. One Person Story can only be played through so many times. However, with the wacky mechanics of the multiplayer and Battle Sloths, it can be fun for years to come. So congratulations to Battle Sloths as you advance onward to the finals with a chance to possibly become Champion of the Jeep, Year 2 edition. Be sure to check out past episodes for a more in-depth review of all of these titles, and tune in next time for the finals where Battle Sloths will go up against Dead Dungeon. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and as always, go out there, find a great game to play, and just simply have a great rest of the day.